One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He's tackled it. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The first carry down. This is Alvin Kamara. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the...
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
On the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a play action. Here's Hurts. The hitter here, it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Throwing is Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st down, Hurts flushed out right. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Hurts. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over.
36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brought down at
a third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Rams.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 9 yards to go.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Second down pickup. So a decent game, but all for naught in the middle.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Abukum. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Agnew now to return. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Akers, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
The ball carrier.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it with Akers. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Whoa. I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on grease. Come follow me, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the NFL playoffs. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. For the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The play fake. Here's Hurts. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he won't be close to a first. Right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Down.
On the play. It's
now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Anger in punt formation.
On the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, here's Agnew. 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Let's drive the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brought down at the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's going to take off with it, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come at them from any angle and can get outside of the pocket and run, that's a nightmare for anybody who has to rush the quarterback. And I love Jalen Hurts' athletic ability. Almost a 4.6 runner. This guy can get outside the pocket and make plays with his legs as well as his arm.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get a back. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
1st down, Rams.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hurts throws it. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a safe touchdown. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. He's letting, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Will Fuller, 75 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That's out of the right guard, sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one is caught by Hunt. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 37.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now it's Hunt. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there. 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, L.A.
Number 88.
A big play there. 75 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be 2nd down. Let's check in with our referee. Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He completes it to him. And look at this. Big gain by Rams have got it complete. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free. Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing they made the contact coming and try and cover up the football, and they still find ways to knock it free. They begin on the ground with Camara, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll run out of the gun with Camara. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. A very eventful divisional round weekend. And he stopped immediately there.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Camara. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Gets about 15 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The pressure gets to him again. Samson Ibuka able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I